If you've ever seen the inside of the Tetra Pak, you'll see that this aluminum foil with a lamination, 2-3 layers of plastic, and one card sheet all fused together. For any kind of recycling, you need to separate the plastic and the aluminum and the card sheet, which you can't do. So they'd be lying in the landfill for hundreds of years. We just did a book on 20 years back, did a book on this is all these fruity packets. And very standard. How much fruity does it contain? A fruity packet. One of the kids should tell me. It's actually written over here. It's 200 ml. I've written this, but in fine print it's written over here. 200 ml. So I just cut the top. If you were to measure the height, the width, and the length, and multiply them, that's how you get the volume of parallel pipette. It's 200, very close to 1. Very nice measure for 200. What we did was just cut this into half the height. How much would this contain? 100. Quarter, 50. And so very nice measures which you can have, and this is very good. I just fill this with water up to the top. How much water have I drunk? 100 ml. And then I take my cup and I put it in my pocket. So it's a very nice experiment. Every child should be carrying this all the time with them. It costs no money at all. And then of course you can make a very nice, this is just a part, one end of it, and you make a small hole in this. So this makes a very good, extremely good funnel. So they're very practical. Now where on earth you can find a funnel which you can collapse and put in your pocket? It's flexible. Many things with the Tetra Paks. You saw the icosahedron with this is just made with the Tetra Pak. You just make a network of, as I said, there'd be 20 triangles, 10 over here, 5 on top. This is the network. And you just score it with a needle, and you just glue them together, and you make a very nice jewel like this. So all these very beautiful solids can be made with material which is awful. I don't know whether you remember, 7 years back we were in Pune at the Mumbai International Airport. There was torrential rain, and all the drains were clogged with Tetra Paks and other rubbish. So this is awful from the point of view of the environment, that we need to recycle this. So this book is all on, there is a very, very nice, this is something called the inside-outside cube. Look at this. It is just a small network. This, you can recognize the fruity part of it, all colored, and then you 2-3 twists, and it's all over. And because there's 3 layers of plastic, you can flex it 1,000 times. It's reinforced, it's laminated, right? So use these properties. Every material has its own very peculiar properties. Use this to advantage. This is my friend was invited to Italy. She went there. She saw many ladies selling these purses. This is made from a 1 liter fruit juice box. And you can see there are 2 pockets. You can put some money, put some coins over here. There's some Velcro. Put this Velcro and put this inside your pocket. It's and this is how it's made. You just take 2 of these. This is a small version of this. Cut off one flap completely. You can see this is the width. Fold this, tuck it inside. This gives it depth. Double this up, and you can see these 2 inner walls. These 2 inner walls you staple. So you can see the 2 pockets now. And this flap, you can put a button, you can Velcro. This is small button. Okay. This is designed, we used to work in this municipal school, which is the only municipal school inside the Pune University campus. It's called Vidyapeeth Shala. There was a girl, her name was Durga Jetty, probably from Karnataka somewhere, migrated to Pune, stayed in a Jhopalpatti. Father was a drunkard. Durga used to wash dishes in 4 houses before she actually went to school. Extremely bright girl. And this is in her 9th class, as part of the science exhibition, she did this model. Today it's famous the world over as Durga's turban. Took a small bottle, cut the base. You can see it's just empty bottle. This is the lid. You have taped 2 safety pins. This is the needle, and put a turbine. Very easy. There is a hole in the lid. if I were to dump this in water, what would happen? Water will enter the bottle and some of the air will be ejected out. It will come out of the hole and drive the turbine. She, in a high school, I think she did second in the school. And that along with this turbine, this was featured by Times of India. They helped this girl, she really deserved 370 chains reached Durga. In a glittering function, Professor Mashelkar was the Director General of the CSIR for 10 years. He was the Director of the NCL, the National Chemical Laboratory, in Pune for 5 years. He came from a very humble background. Mother was a housemaid in Mumbai. He recounts the story. And in a glittering function, Professor Mashelkar handed a check of 7 lakh rupees to Durga. Today she's finished her engineering from the best. This is the potential of every poor girl in this country. We need to invest in this. I'll tell you one more story. That would be so these magnets over here. This is a levitating pencil. This is a piece of rubber slipper. We put 4 magnets in. This obviously opposite poles, that's why they're attracting to each other. In this orientation, I will push it in here. So both in the front are in this orientation. They are opposite poles attracting. The latter is the case. First I stick it like this, so the opposite poles, then I flip it over, making the same orientation, and if I put it, they repel. So the rear ones are same poles, so they repel. The front ones are opposite poles. So these attract. These are repelling. The repelling means pushing the back of the pencil. The front ones are pulling. If I put my finger over here, I can balance. You can just see the pencil is hanging in the air. I am not chanting a shloka. I am not praying to the Lord above. These are laws of nature. And I can make it spin. And there's a lot of friction between my finger and the tip of the pen. So if I take an old CD, DVD, right, this can be cut with a home scissors very easily. It's a very smooth surface, and this, it's a levitating pencil. It costs 10 rupees. This is girl, you can Google Hamsa Padmanabhan. Both her parents were astrophysicists. Professor Padmanabhan, T. Padmanabhan, he got the first Infosys award of 50 lakh rupees for basic sciences. Extremely proud. She's one of the handful of bright people in the world. Hamsa. She was in the high school, no fancy school, Kendriya Vidyalaya across Ganeshkin, across the university she went to. When she was quizzed by this, wrote a 10-page, you can see the levitating pencil Hamsa's paper on our website, wrote a 10-page mathematical paper. On this, stood first in India, was taken to Seattle, second Intel International Award, $2,000. The American Association of Physicists was so zapped by what Hamsa had done, another $2,500. 7 years down, a minor planet is named after Hamsa, because this is the potential of every girl in this country. Gone are the days of the whites when they said that they're brighter, the brown, these colonialists have all kinds of silly theories to run us down. We can look everyone in the world, we must get our act together. But this is the potential of every child in this country. Well, in the end, I'll tell you a story. I think we just passed the time, so twice. We make a lot of things with old newspapers, but dozen caps using newspapers. But this is the famous cricket cap, half a newspaper. It's like a geometry laboratory for kids. If one child makes it in the class, there is a peer pressure. Every child wants to make a cap like this. And all the abstract theories, the polygons they talked about in theory, they concretize them. And in the end, they want to do it again and again. So it reinforces. It costs no money to do it. A very nice single step. Once you're not using it, you can fold this and put me on cap. So we make a dozen caps. This is like the national, cap, Nehru cap like this, 1 dozen caps. In the end, this is the story. This is called as the captain's hat story. If you've not heard about this Captain Toby Shankar, he was a captain of a sea-going ship. There were lots of passengers in the ship. The first few days, passengers enjoyed the journey very much. Probably the first sojourn into the sea. But after a few days, all they see is the wide blue ocean not a patch of land, not a tree. They become seasick. They remember that. Topi Shankar was a very clever captain. So he invited all the passengers on deck. He said, you sing and dance the whole day, enjoy yourself, enjoy your journey. I provide you with good food and drinks. And Topi Shankar had a suitcase full of different kinds of caps. And every day he would join the regalia wearing a different cap. And the first day he took a huge umbrella cap, just appropriate for the captain. Protects him from the scorching sun, protects him from the rain. At night, when all the passengers would be sleeping, Topi Shankar would take the same cap and give it one more fold. And the next day, now this is a fireman's cap. They wear a very special designer cap. They work in very hazardous circumstances, go to a burning house. If something, a rubble falls, it must protect the spinal cord. You can see the chute at the back. It protects his spinal cord. So second is the fireman's cap. Second night, he would give it one more fold. And the third day, he'd be wearing a shikari cap. So shikari cap, explorer's cap, adventurer's cap, cap number 3. And third night, 2 more folds. And this is a very, very famous cap. I come from Pune, which has the Film Institute and the Film Archives, and Mumbai, Bollywood is not too far off. All our Bollywood films, the policeman, the cop, always wears a cap like this. And this is called as a Pandu cap. It's being catapulted to international glory because our films, we make the largest number of films in the world and the most popular. So 4 caps. Who remembers the first cap? The umbrella cap. Second is the fireman's cap. Third is the shikari cap. And fourth is this Pandu cap. And we must not forget that Topi Shankar, after all, was the captain of a ship. So this is his ship. And everyone was enjoying the journey very much. They're having singing and dancing, good food, but suddenly there's a storm in the sea. The sea is on fire. Huge waves, and what can a poor ship do? It's rocking and rolling and pitching along with the waves. And then a huge wave comes and slaps the aft of the ship and just knocks it down. Are the passengers happy? They're terrified. The ship is broken into 2. Another huge wave comes and slaps the front. And now, middle part, just. उर्दू में कहावत है कि बला अकेले नहीं आती, मुसीबत अकेले नहीं आती, छप्पर फाड़ के आती. And a third huge wave comes and slaps the bridge, the central port bridge. And the ship is broken to smithereens. And the ship sinks, and the captain's suitcase with all the captain's lost it all. All that remains is a life jacket. And that's it. Thank you very much. This is something which we collated 8 years back. We thought that many of the rural schools, the government was trying to push in computers into remote areas because, as you know, in Bangalore, much of our foreign exchange comes from our IT. We pay for oil through the IT. So government is intent upon pushing computers into remote schools. But the connectivity was an issue 8 years back. That's also coming in a very big way. We had collated a DVD, it's called as the Learner's Library. 800, the most, I was born copy left. Not to sell, but to share. The greatest books on education, curated for the last 40 years. 800 books here. 7,000 photographs of all our toys. Materials, first step, second step with instructions, and 200 videos. This we call it in Marathi, in Hindi, and in English. So I'd like to just leave this behind. One is with Umaji, one with anyone over here. I have an extra copy. You can just freely make copies of this. No teacher reads more than 800 books in her lifetime. And we could give the most curated books to hell with copyrights. We could circulate through this. This is the only way we can leapfrog. We can't be, for unusual situations, we need unusual methods. Not that we make money out of it, but a country of 1 point, such large dimensions. And I've been to 3,000 schools, and that is what has kept me alive. I see the joy on the face of the children. I see a gleam in their eyes, and which has been my greatest reward in life. I'd like to leave this behind for you. Thank you so much. Please,
on behalf of the association, I must say that was a spectacular talk, with lots of exciting experiments for all. I can see lots of children. There was pin drop silence among the kids, and even the little ones, the very small ones, were fascinated, especially by the musical toys, I think the bansuri and the balloon toys. Thank you so much, Arvindji, for telling us about the potential of working with what is local, about the potential of creativity among our children, about Hansa's fabulous creativity, and about Durga's turbine, about the parents of a visually challenged child who have helped visually challenged children across India, and about the potential of anything that small bicycle tube and small balloons and fruity straws can do. I think lots of children here will start experimenting over the weekend. We do have time for a few questions, so if there are any questions, Arvindji has kindly agreed to make some time, so we can take about 4 or 5 questions. Do any of the kids have questions? I think we can give priority to the kids. Yes, there's a question out there. Do we have a mic?
Please explain the bird, the toy, the way it works.
Yeah.
Could you please explain the working of the toy?
For sure, this is very simple. A piece of paper, make a crisscross, which is like a multiplication sign on one side, and reverse it, make a minus sign and a plus sign. So these are a multiplication sign on one side, reverse it, and a plus sign on the other. And if you just collapse it, it folds into a quarter of its original size. This is the apex. You can see this is the center of the paper. I'm holding the center of the paper. You can see this vertical line. And I'm going to take these flaps and bring them to this diagonal line. This, in the origami parlance, this is called as a bird base, and many things start from there. So this is same thing on the back. So what I'm going to get is like an ice cream cone. This is like an ice cream cone. Now there's a triangle on the top. If I just fold the triangle, and I can fold it on either side because it's a symmetrical thing. It will be this and this. This becomes like a cobra head, a snake head. Very easy, a peg to remember. Then you open one side. You can see a triangle over here. Take one layer and lift it up. Do the base of the triangle, and you will get a diamond shape. And similarly, a diamond on the other side. Now this is called as a bird base. In origami, you can make 5,000 things with this bird base. It's a very versatile base. Now you can see this will turn out to be the wings of the bird. I have not used any scissors, but the folding has enabled me. Now this particular thing, between the 2 wings, I'm going to lift up. Now this might look like a BJP symbol to you. It's just like a lotus symbol, but any side could be a beak of the bird, and there you are. So this is the flapping bird. A minute, this is magic itself. In our center, all the old newspapers, magazines, we just cut into squares, and kids would spend the whole day folding shapes. This is what kids should be doing. This is cost effective. Today newspapers is the cheapest paper, 10 rupees. I'm very surprised. I've not been able to fathom this out. If you buy Outlook or Frontline, these are expensive 60 rupee magazines. The old magazines go for 4 rupees a kilo. This is all imported, much better newsprint than newspaper. But why is it so cheap? I think one is that they could remove the pin. That requires a lot of labor. But all your old magazines, cut them into squares. They're the best paper to make origami models. And once you do this, I don't need this little bit of it. And over here, I will tell you a little bit about the fan. Just hold your fan. This is where I stuck the fan. Over here. This part, and to show you the fan. Fan is you just take a strip. I am sure many of you have made a helicopter. It's just like a helicopter. These are the 2 blades of the helicopter. I'm going to make 2 small cuts. One here, one here. So the base would be 3 folds. One on top. This will give it the fold this. Does it open? These are the. Now this is the helicopter. Magic. Similar like thing, you just put it in the back with a pin and a refill. So the whole fan is free to rotate. This is what is there in this. This is almost like the helicopter which I showed you. There is a refill, 1 centimeter refill with a pin inside this which is spinning. And that's it. Any other questions, please? This is done by a 7th class child. Very amazing. Look at this. You just take, this is binding wire. You see construction work going on, big rods, and the big rods need to be tied up with binding wire. This is sold by the kilo. So you get GI wire which doesn't rust. Take a round pencil, take about a foot of this and just wind it. Like a spring on a round pencil. Remove it, it will be like a spring. Pull both this out, it will become a spine. Now these are 2 beads at the end. These are cut pieces of straw, not beads at all. Red, blue, green and yellow. And these are cut pieces of straw. And they make very amazing. Anything else? You guys can ask kids.
Next element.
I have a request. There are many, it's a very august gathering. We have about 1100 videos in Kannada, dubbed by one person.